Good day once again, viewers at home. Welcome to our revision session of our Mathematics Junior Certificate. Here with me I have a past paper. It's a combination of questions. So we are going to start with number 1. Number 1 says, solve the following equations. So here we have to solve for the equations. Remember that an equation has an equal sign. So we have to solve this equation of Roman figure 1. Here it's 2 into 3 minus x, negative minus 3 into x plus 1 is equals to 33. So we have to open the brackets first. We have to say 2 times 3, which will give us 6, 2 times negative x, which will give us negative 2x. Negative 3 times x is equals to negative 3x. Negative 3 plus times 1 is negative 3, which is equals to 33. The number outside the bracket multiplies everything that is inside the bracket. This 2 has multiplied the 3 minus x. This negative 3 has multiplied the x plus the 1. So we now collect the like terms. So we have 6 minus 3 minus 2x minus 3x is equals to 33. 6 minus 3, we have 3 minus, before I indicate, we have negative 2x minus negative 3x, which will give us negative 5x is equals to 33. Another, we have to further collect like terms. We have to balance, remember. So it's 3 minus 5x, which is equals to 33 minus 3. Here we have a 0 because 3 minus 3 gives us a 0. We are left with negative 5x is equals to 33 minus 3 is equals to 30. We divide by the negative 5. We divide by negative 5. Why do we have to divide by negative 5? It's because we have a negative 5x here. So to eliminate the negative 5x, we have to divide by the negative 5 because these negatives cancels out. The 5 will cancel out. We are only left with x. 30 divided by negative 5 will give us negative 6. Why negative 6? Because when we divide unlike signs, we always get a negative. We have a positive, we have a negative. Dividing unlike signs will give us a negative. And you are going to, I'm going to erase this because there is no space in my paper. So we have Roman figure 2. Roman figure 2 says x minus 2 over 3 plus x plus 3 over 2 is equals to 1. The first thing here we have to do, we have x minus 2 over 3 plus x plus 3 over 2. This gives us 1. We have to find the LCM of 3 and 2, and the LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. And then we multiply by 6 throughout. So here we have to multiply this by 6. And you see that I have put in the brackets because here we have 2 terms. So we introduce the brackets so that the 6 will multiply everything that is inside the bracket. Also, here we multiply this by 6. Also here we multiply by 6, such that 3 here is 1. 3 into 6 goes 2 times. 2 here goes once. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. So we have 2 into x minus 2 plus 3 into x plus 3 is equals to 6. Why is it equals to 6? Because 1 times 6 will give us 6. And then 2 times x, we have 2x minus 2 times 2, we have 4. We have 3x here and we have positive 9 is equals to 6. Collecting like terms, we have 2x and 3x, which will give us 5x. We have a negative 4 plus 9. Negative 4 plus 9 will give us positive 5, which is equals to 6. So we have 5x plus 5 minus 5 is equals to 6 minus 5. We have subtracted 5 on the left. We have to subtract 5 on the right, leaving us with 5x is equals to 6 minus 5 will give us 1, because here we have a 0. We divide this by 5. We divide here by 5. So the value of x, the 5 will cancel out. The value of x is 1 over 5. Moving on to B. B says, factorize the following expressions completely. We are factorizing completely. We have 3ab minus 12a to the power 2. So when factorizing, we have to find the common factors of 3ab and 12a to the power 2. So the common factor here we have of 3 and 12, we have 3 as a common factor. Of a and a squared, we have a. B, we have no b here. So the common factor is 3a. The common factor is 3a. Then we introduce a bracket. So 3ab, let me do it like this, 3ab divided by 3a. This cancels out, leaving us with b. Negative 12a to the power 2 divided by 3a. 3 into 12 goes negative 4. This a here, it's 1. Into 2 a's, we have a. So we have 4a. So it's 3a into b minus 4a. We have 5xy minus 20xf. Common factor of 5 and 20, we have 5 as a common factor. Of xy and xf, we have x. So we have 5xy divided by 5x, leaving us with a y. 20xf divided by 5x. So 5 into 20 goes how many times? Go 4 times. The x will cancel out, leaving us with the f. So it's 5x into y minus 4f. When e is equals to 8 and f is equals to negative 2, find the value of e minus 3f, meaning that we have to substitute using the given values. So e, we have 8 minus 3 times negative 2, because the value of f is negative 2. So 8 minus 3 times negative 2. And then we use our board mass rule. We use our board mass rule. Bracket of division, we have no division. Multiplication, so it's negative 3 times negative 2, which is equals to 8. Negative 3 times negative 2, we have a positive, because like signs give a positive. So we have a positive 6. So 8 plus 6 will give us 14. 8 plus 6 will give us 14. We have f to the power 3 plus 2f to the power 2. So f to the power 3, it's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 plus 2, this 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. This is to the power 2 this is to the power 3. So negative 2 times negative 2 will give us a positive 4. Positive 4 times negative 2 will give us a positive 4 times negative 2 will give us a negative 8 plus this 2 here. Negative 2 times negative 2 will give us a positive 4. So negative 8 plus 2 will give us negative 6 plus 4, and negative 6 plus 4, the answer is negative 2. Moving on to D. We have, it says express as a single fraction in its simplest form, as a single fraction. Now we have two fractions, x over 2 plus x over 3. We know that when we are adding fractions or subtracting, we find the LCM. So here the LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. That is the LCM. 2 into 6 goes 3 times. 3 times x is 3x plus 3 into 6 goes 2 times. 2 times x will give us 2x. So here we have 3x plus 2x will give us 5x all over 6. This is the answer. For Roman figure 2, the LCM of 2 and 5, the LCM here is 10. The LCM here is 10. This is the LCM. 2 into 10 goes how many times? Goes 5 times. So it's 5 times the a minus 3. It's 5 times the a minus 3 minus 5 into 10 goes 2 times. So it's 2 times the a plus 2. So we have to open the brackets. We have 5 times a giving us 5a. 5 times negative 3 giving us negative 15. Negative 2 times a giving us negative 2a. Negative 2 times positive 2 giving us negative 4, because unlike signs when multiplied, they give us a negative all over 10. Now we have to collect like terms. We have 5a minus 2a giving us 3a. 5 minus 2 is equals to 3. We have negative 15 minus negative 4. So here the answer will be negative 19 all over 10. So this is our final answer. Remove brackets and collect like terms. We have to remove the brackets first and then collect like terms. 3y, okay, before we remove the brackets, remember that the number outside the bracket multiplies everything. The number outside the bracket multiplies everything that is inside the bracket. So we have 3y times 5y giving us 15y squared. 3y times negative 6, we have negative 18y. Negative 2y times 7y will give us negative 7y squared. Negative 2y times a positive 1 will give us a negative 2y. Collecting like terms, we have 15y squared minus 7y squared will give us 8y squared. 18y minus 2y will give us 20y. So we have removed the bracket and we have collected the like terms. Moving on to the next question. Our next question, which is question 2. Question 2 says, Nomsa is setting up a business. She borrows 5,000 emalangeni from a loan company. The loan company charges 6% per year, simple interest. How much interest will she pay after 3 years? Not how much money will she pay, how much interest will she pay after 3 years. So Nomsa is borrowing up this 5,000 emalangeni at a 6% interest. So we have to calculate the 6% of the 5,000 emalangeni. So the 6% of the 5,000 emalangeni. So this 0 will cancel out the zeros. We have 6 times 0 giving us a 0. 6 times 5 will give us 30, meaning that the interest per year is 300 emalangeni. Interest per year. Interest, the 6% of the 5,000 is 300. How much interest? How much interest? Remember that we have now calculated the interest per year. So after 3 years, we have to multiply this 300 by 3. 3 times 0, we have a 0. We have a 0. We have 9. So interest that she will pay after 3 years is 900 emalangeni. It's 900 emalangeni. For B, a rectangle has dimensions 8 centimeters, 10 centimeters, and 14 centimeters. Find the volume. We have a rectangle and we are requested to find the volume. So remember that volume, it is the length times the breadth times the height. So our length, we have 8 times 10 times 14. We have 8 times 10 times 14. 8 times 10 will give us 80. So it's 80 times the 14. 80 times 14 will give us 1,120 cubic centimeters. We have 1,120 cubic centimeters. For number 3, the question says, write 54 as a product of its prime factors. Remember that a prime factor, it's a number that is divided by 1 in itself. So we have 54 as a product of its prime factors. And remember that 1 is not a prime number. So the least prime number we have is 2. So it's 2 times what to give us 54? It's 2 times 27. 2 times 27 will give us 54. And 27 is not a prime factor because it is divided by 1, by 3, by 9. So this is not a prime number. So we have 2 times the least prime number of 27 here is 3. It's 3 times what to give us 27? It's 3 times 9. And 9 here is not a prime number because it's divided by 1, 3, and 9. So we are not done. We have 2 times 3. Now, it's the least prime number of 9 is 3. So it's 3 times what to give us 9? It's 3 times 3. So 54 as a product of its prime factors is 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's 2 times 3 to the power 3. 2 times 3 to the power 3. 5 pairs of prime numbers have a sum of 54. 5 pairs of prime numbers have a sum of 54. So here we must note that it's the prime numbers. They have a sum of 54. Two pairs, 7 and 47, 11 and 43. We are given these two. We have to find the other three pairs. We have to find the other three pairs. So we have to list all the prime numbers of 54. We have to list the prime numbers of 54. Let me use the space below. So the prime numbers of 54, we have 1. We have 54 here. So here, 1 is not a prime, so we have 2. We have 3. We have 5. We have 7. We have 11. We have 13. We have 17. 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 40, 51, and we have 53. These are the prime numbers of 54. So we have these two pairs, 7 plus 47. We have, so we cancel out this 7 plus 47. We also have 11 and 43. We have to find the other three. When we add them, the answer will be 54. The answer will be 54. So let's look at 37. 37 plus 17. We have 37 plus 17 here. We have 14. We have 54. So our first one is 37 and 17. We have 37 and 17. Let's look at 31 and 13. Here we have a 4. It's 44. So 31 and 13 is not the pair that we are looking for. So let's look at another one. We can have 40. Let's look at 51 and 3. 51 plus 3, we have the 54. So we have 51 and the 3 giving us 54. Now we have two pairs. We are only left with one pair. It's going to be 41. Let's look at 41 plus the 13 here. We have 4 here. We have 6. So here it's 64. So 41 and 13 is not. I think I left a 49 somewhere here. I left a 49. Sorry, I left a 49 there. So when adding, which another number can be 49 and the 5. We can have the 49 plus the 5 giving us 54. So we have 49 and 5. So these are the other three pairs that we have. Here we have a triangle. Look closely to this triangle. We have the dimensions 7y plus 4. We have 12 plus 3y, 5x plus 2x, 5x minus 1, because the next question regarding this rectangle is on the next page. Here we have the questions regarding that rectangle. Remember that we have a rectangle. We had a rectangle of this kind. If we can just draw, we have 7y plus 4. We have 12 plus 3y. On this side we have 5x minus 1. Here we have 5 plus 2x. Form an equation in terms of x and solve it. We have to form an equation in terms of x, and the x here, it is the breadth. So for Roman figure 1, it's going to be 5 plus 2x, which is equals to 5x minus 1. Collecting like terms here, we are going to add 1. We add 1, leaving us with 6 plus 2x is equals to 5x, because here we have a 0. Now we have to remove this 2x, so we are subtracting 2x both sides, leaving us with 6 to 0 here is equals to 5 minus 2 will give us 3x. So we divide by 3, x is equals to 2. So x is equals to 2. Form an equation in terms of y and solve it. So we have 12 plus 3y is equals to 7y plus 4. 7y plus 4. So we subtract 4. 12 minus 4 is 8 plus, we have 3. Y is equals to 7y. So here, before we write that, we have 3y, we minus 3y both sides, leaving us with 8 is equals to 4y. So the value of y is equals to, you divide this by 4, you divide this by 4. So this 4 will cancel, here is 2. So the value of y is 2. Write down the dimensions of the rectangle. Now the dimensions, meaning that we have to substitute for x and substitute for y. We can pick any side. So for x, remember that we have x as 2 and y as 2. The dimensions are, we have 7y plus 4, and for x, we have 5x minus 1. So let's substitute there. We have 7 times 4 plus 4. We have 5 times, it's not times 4, it's times 2 plus 4. We have 5 times 2 minus 1. So the length here is going to be 7 times 2, giving us 14. 14 plus 4 will give us 18 centimeters. For the breadth, we have 5 times 2 is equals to 10. 10 minus 1 is equals to 9 centimeters. Let's go for our short commercial break, and we will continue right after the break. Welcome back, viewers at home. Let's continue with our questions, starting from question 4. Lungile records the sizes of the 40 pairs of shoes that her shop sells in one day. So here we have the shoe sizes. So if we want to find the frequency, we must have the tally marks. We want to find the frequency, we must have the tally marks. Let me draw another table here for this is the shoe size. Here we have the tally marks. It's size 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So for size 4, we cancel out everything there. So for 9, we have a 1, 4, cancel out, 5, 10, 5, 3, 5, 6, 5, yeah, 4, 3, and a 6. So this, from this tally marks, we can have the frequency. We have 5, we have 6, 7, 5, 3, 1, 1, and 2. The mode, and remember that the mode, it is the highest number of frequencies. So here we have a 7, so our mode here is 5. Calculate the mean of the shoe sizes. The mean, remember, so we must add another column here. We must add another column for the mean, because this is a frequency table. So the total here, we have 30 here. So the mean, 3 times 5, we have 15. 4 times 6, we have 24. Here we have 35. Here we have 30. We have 21. We have 8. We have 9. We have 20. So we have to total out this, and they give us a total of 162. Calculate the mean. So the mean, it is the 162 all over 30, giving us the answer is 5.4. First of all, you have to form this column, and divide the number of totals. Work out the median shoe size. The median shoe size. So it's 30 divided by 2, because the median, remember, it is the number, it's the medium number. So 30 divided by 2 will give us 15. So 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 plus 7 is 18. So our median is 5. Our median is 5. A pair of shoes is picked at random from the shop. So they pick up a pair of shoes randomly, anyhow. Calculate the probability that it is a size 6. It is a size 6. So a size 6 here, we have only 5 size 6. So it's 5 all over 30. Sorry, we do not multiply. Leaving your answer in its simplest form. So 5 here, it goes once. 5 here, it goes 6 times. So it's 1 over 6. It's 1 over 6. Our next question, we have a question 5. We have a question 5. And question 5 says, given that PQ is 2, 1, QR is 2, negative 3. Find 2QR. 2QR. So QR, we have PQ, we have QR. So QR is this vector. So it's going to be 2 times 3, negative 2. 2 times 3, we have 6. We have negative 4. So that is QR. PR. PR, it's PR. So we are going to add these vectors. We add 2, 1, plus 3, negative 2. 2 plus 3 gives us 5. 1 plus negative 2 will give us negative 1. Given that A is this matrix, B is this matrix, find AB. Find AB. So AB, we have 1, 2, 2, 6, plus 0, negative 4, 3, negative 1 is equals to 1. This is how you add. This is how we add. 1 plus 0 is 1. 2 plus negative 4 is negative 2. 2 plus 3, we have 5. 6 plus negative 1, we have a 5. So this is A plus B. Half B. Now half B. So it's 0, negative 4, 3, negative 1. So half times 0, we have a 0. Half times negative 4, we have negative 2. Half times 3, we have 3 over 2. Half times negative 1, we have negative half. We have negative half. So half B is this matrix. The population of a village A is 12,000. Population of village B is 15,000. Give the ratio of the population in village A to the population in village B in its simplest form. So here we have 12,000 is to 15,000. This is the ratio, but in its simplest form. So the zeros here will cancel out, leaving us with 12 is to 15. So there are common factors of 12 and 15. There are common factors of 12 and 15, and we are going to use 3. So 3 into 12 goes 4 times. 3 into 15 goes 5 times. So the ratio in its simplest form is 4 is to 5. In village A, 12% of the population is below the age of 15. 12% is below the age of 15. Calculate how many people are below the age of 15 in village A. So 12%, 12 over 100, times the population in village A is 12,000. So 12% of this population, 12% of this population is below the age of 15. So these zeros here will cancel out. We have 12 times 120, 12 times 120, because 12 times 12 is 144. So 12 times 120 is 1,440, meaning that 1,440 people are below the age of 15. C. The population of village B is 20% greater than it was 2 years ago. Calculate the population of village B 2 years ago. Calculate the population of village B 2 years ago. It's 20% greater than it was 2 years ago, meaning that the answer that we are going to get here has to be less, okay? It has to be less than this 15,000. Why must the number be less? Because this population is 20% greater than it was 2 years ago. So the answer that we are going to get has to be less than the 15,000, because this population, the 15,000, it's the population right now. So we have to find the population of 2 years back. So we have 20 over 100 times 15,000. We have 20 over 100 times the 15,000, 20% of 15,000. Then from the 20% of the 15,000, we are going to subtract. The zeros will cancel out, leaving us with 20 over 1 times 150. So 20 times 150 will give us 3,000. This does not mean that the population was 3,000 2 years back. It means that the population from 2 years has been added by the 3,000. So it's going to be 15,000 now minus 3,000. It's 15,000 minus 3,000, leaving us with 12,000. So the 12,000, it is the population of this village B 2 years ago. The population 2 years ago. In village B, the ratio of men to women to children is 5:6:9. 5:6:9. Calculate the number of children in village B. The ratio of men to women to children. We have 5:6:9. Calculate the number of children in village B. Remember that in village B, how many people do we have, by the way? We have 15,000. So we have to calculate the number of children, because this include the 15,000 here include men, women, and children. So we have to be specific now. How many children are there in this village? So we have 15,000 in the village B. Okay, before I forget, let's write this 15,000 here. So the number of children, and remember that under children we have 9. So we are going to add this 5 plus 6 plus 9. Why do we add this? We add the 5, the 6, and the 9. So 5 plus 6 gives us 11. 11 plus 9 is equals to 20. So the total here is 20. So for the children, we have 9 over 20 times the 15,000. 9 over 20 times 15,000. 15,000 being the total number of population in the village. So the zeros here will cancel, leaving us with 9 over 2 times 1,500. So 2 here goes once, 2 into 15 goes 7 times into 14. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. 2 into 0 goes 0 times. So now we have 9 multiplied by 750. So 9 times 0 there, we have a 0. 9 times 5, 45. Sorry, we have 45. We carry the 4. So it's 9 times 7 plus the 4, which will give us this 13,000. This 13,500. We have 13,500, meaning that the number of children here is 13,500. Okay, we have our number 8 here. We have matrix A and matrix B. Write down the element in the second row, third row, in column in A. So the second row and the third row in column in A. So this is A. Remember that our matrices, this is the row and this is the row, and when you go down we have the column. So in the second row here, this is our second row, the 4, 9 and -7. So third column we have that. So the element in the second row and the third column is -7. Write down the order of B. This is B. Remember we have a row, so here we have 1 row and 2 columns. We have 1 row and 2 columns. So this is a 1 by 2. This is a 1 by 2. Find -3B. -3B. So -3 times 4 will give us -12. -3 times -2 will give us a +6. So this is matrix B, column. Given that P we have 5, 4, and Q we have -6 and 8. Find 2P minus 3Q. So we have to multiply this 2 here, the 3 here. So we have 2, 5, 4 minus 3, -6, 8. 2 times 5 we have 10. We have 8. -3 times -6, we have 18 here. So here, or let's just simplify it like this. We have a -18 here. We have 24 here. So it's 10 minus -18. 10 minus -18 is 10 plus 18, which gives us the 28. 8 minus 24 will give us 16. We have P plus Q. P plus Q. So we have 5, 4 plus -6, 8. 5 plus -6 is -1. 4 plus 8 is equals to 12. So this is P plus Q. Work out this matrix. This is a 2 by 2. Again, we have a 2 by 2. Here we have a 1. We have a 1 by 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a 3 by 2. Here we have a 1 by 2. Okay, here the answer here is, because this is the method that we use, so it's 4. It's 4 minus 3, which will give us 4 minus 3 will give us 1. -2 minus 3, giving us -5. 6 minus 1 will give us 5. 0 minus 2 will give us -2. So here we have this multiplying that. So this is a 1 by 3. And this is a 3 by 1. It's possible to work them out. So this 1, negative 7, negative 3 will multiply this, and again it will multiply that, and then we add, because our answer at the end must have a 1 by 1. So we have 1 times 7 plus, we have 1 times, it's times 6 plus negative 7 times negative 2 plus negative 3 times a 0. This gives us, we have a 6 here, we have 14 here, we have 0. So 6 plus 14 is equals to 20. Again, we must have 1. We are here now, it's 1 times 3 plus negative 7 times 5 plus negative 3 times 8. 1 times 3, we have 3. We have negative 35. We have negative 24. So we have this negative 35 plus negative 24, which will give us a negative negative 59. We have 3 plus negative 59. The answer here will be 59 minus 3. The answer will be negative 56. So we are not done. We have 20 and negative 56 minus 10 and 6. So 20 minus 10 will give us 10. Negative 56 minus 6 will give us 62. Negative will give us negative 62. Given that matrix A is this and matrix B is this, show that matrix addition is commutative. Show that matrix addition is commutative, okay? Let me use this space here for this. Addition of matrices. So we have 4, 5, negative 2, 1, plus 3, 2, negative 1, 2, this will give us 4 plus 3, we have a 7, 5 plus 2, again a 7, negative 2 plus negative 1, we have negative 3, 1 plus 2, we have a 3 here. So this is A, remember, and B. Let us start now with B plus A, because we were doing A plus B, so now it's B plus A. So we have 3, 2, negative 1, 2, plus 4, 5, negative 2, 1. 3 plus 4 will give us a 7. 2 plus 5 will give us a 7. Negative 1 plus negative 2 is negative 3. 2 plus 1 gives us a 3. Gives us a 3. So the answers, both answers are the same. So what this shows that addition of matrices is commutative. We have started with AB and then BA. That is all I have for you today, viewers at home. Until next time, do take care.